Hey Woody, Duraggo here, longtime follower, and I really enjoy your videos. I watched them for super long time. Just uh, every time I watch them, I usually hit the like button. I try to share them on Facebook, Twitter, and other areas with friends and stuff like that. But what I wanted to come and talk to you about today was what you had said about marijuana. I just kind of wanted to respond to you about that, and I didn't have enough space on Twitter or down in the response boxes here, so I thought I'd just kind of make you a quick little response video. It gives me about 10 minutes. I'm not going to take 10 minutes of your time, but if you could give me a few minutes, I would really, really appreciate it. I just kind of wanted to come and talk to you about the medical marijuana industry. Yes, it's true. There are marijuana smokers out there, potheads, stoners, whatever you want to call them. They got the big, ugly, stinky dreads, and I'm not talking about everybody with dreadlocks, so anybody with dreadlocks watching this, please don't take offense. But I'm talking about stupid stoners. Anyway, you got the guys with the big, long dreads, the big, old, ugly beards, and they sit there, they play hacky sack and do nothing all day. And yeah, those people do occur in the pot industry, arena, whatever you want to say, but that's not everybody. That's always just what's seen in the media and things like that. I myself am a stoner. Yeah, I got a little scruffy beard, and I got a freaking Grateful Dead sticker behind me, and look at that box back there. That is my pipe box. I guess it'd be over this shoulder. That is my pipe box. I've got my water pipe right here. I do smoke marijuana, and that's why I'm responding to you about this. But the reason I smoke marijuana is I'm a medical marijuana user, and I wanted to talk to you about medical marijuana. I didn't want you to come down on it and make me lose any respect for you. I figured I'd give you a response to this. I would answer back to you on this instead of just being, oh, screw this guy, he doesn't care about anybody. I didn't want to be that type of person, so I figured I'd make you a response and try to change your mind just a little bit, if I can. So first thing I want to talk about is marijuana and tobacco are not related in the least. Yes, they are both plants that grow out of the ground, and I guess therein they do have some relation, but completely different breeds of plant. Marijuana contains THC, CBDs, and a few other things in it. Tobacco contains nicotine and a whole bunch of other garbage in it. Again, these aren't the same plants. There are machines out there that test tobacco and tell you everything that's in it, and that's why people have these lists of tobacco cigarettes contain this and this and this and this and this and this, and this list got like what, a million freaking ingredients on it. However, you should go out on the internet there, and I'm not saying go to some stoner website, and I'm not saying go to some government website. I'm saying is just go to some different websites and look around, do some research, and look and see what ingredients are in marijuana. There's not very many. Now, when you do turn and put a lighter to the marijuana and burn it, I agree. You're creating carcinogens that are burning and making a smoke, and you're inhaling that into your body, and that can cause damage to your body. Yes, I do smoke, and it do damage my body. Man, I've been smoking since I was 13 years old. I used to smoke cigarettes. I smoked them for a very long time. I quit them about a year ago. I'm actually pretty proud of myself on that one. Anyway, back to marijuana. It does have carcinogens, but nowadays in the medical marijuana industry, us as patients, us as people that are involved in the industry in different ways, we are trying to find new ways for people to obtain their medicine, new ways for people to use the THCs and the CBDs and the other ingredients that are in the marijuana in a way that they're not harming their body. We're looking into vaporizers and increasing the ways that the vaporizers work and the ways that you can use them. It's just, we're trying to make it better for the patients out there. They're trying to make it a safer smoke, a safer, not necessarily smoke, but a safer vapor. That's why it's a vaporizer, I guess. Anyway, there's other ways of using it. Yeah, you've always heard of the pot brownie, I'm sure of, but there's other foods. We make cookies and cakes and everything like that, but we make oils and tinctures and different things like that. In fact, in my garden this year, I plan on creating a thing called a Rick Simpson oil. Rick Simpson created this oil, and it has been proven that this oil has helped reduce tumors in people, cancer. I swear to you, go research Rick Simpson oil, please. Do me a favor and research this. There's a little girl here in Oregon that has been using Rick Simpson oil and has actually been helping her to have an appetite, to be able to eat and live longer and have a better childhood for what it's worth. I mean, how can you deny a child a life? And I'm not trying to say you're a bad guy in any way, and you're trying to deny anybody in any way. I'm just saying these are things that are actually being proven today in the medical marijuana industry, that is being helpful to people, that is creating, medicines that are being freaking proven to fight cancers and fight other things in health problems. I myself, I use medical marijuana for debilitating pain. Let me show you a couple things here real quick, and so that people don't think I'm just a stoner who has no reason to smoke my marijuana. Myself, when I was 18, I was a snowboarder, and I went out snowboarding. I tried to hit a rail, and I did it totally wrong. And if you can see right there, I don't know how well you can see it, but right there where the skin in the middle is slightly lighter, that is a scar that goes down the majority of my forearm, and that there was caused by a surgery. Let me twist my arm a little bit, and you see that little indentation right there? That's actually just bone under skin there right now. That was a surgery that I had when I was 18, 18. I broke my bone snowboarding, and the bone was so clean they had to put a plate and 6 screws, which is still on the arm to this day. That's caused osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, which is a very, very debilitating pain, especially when you work in the gardening industry. The other things is my hip, my knee, and my ankle. I guess you can't really see that in the camera, and I can't really show you any like surgeries or anything on that, but I do have a lot of paperwork, documentation, chiropractor visits, other doctor visits, things like that that are associated with the things that are wrong with me, and everything is documented and tied in and taken, and I actually have to send this stuff in, these doctors' documents, into the state of that I live, so that these people can agree that I am a person that needs the medical marijuana. If the state doesn't agree that what the doctor says is right, then they're not going to give me my card, and then if the doctor doesn't think what I have is a debilitating pain, he's not going to sign for my card. So that's why I have it. The reason my hip, my knee, and my ankle is a part of this is I have flat feet. I've had that since I was a child. It has caused my ankle to actually be grinding bone on bone. My knee grinds bone on bone. I also had some mountain biking accidents when I was younger, through my teens and my 20s, that had caused some knee problems. I used to do downhill mountain biking, so I'm not such a lazy stoner, am I? Downhill mountain biking is super awesome. If you haven't tried that, go check it out. It might hurt a little bit. My left hip, because of my flat feet, the left side of my hip is actually dropped and moved forward and rotated slightly 30 degrees. That causes a lot of back problems for me and things like that. These are things that I have to deal with on a daily basis. I can't make it through a full 8-hour day of work. In fact, as an example, the other day I went with 2 other guys and I did a 10-hour job on 3 acres of farmland. We had to mow down 4-foot-high grass, rake it all into piles, and then get rid of this grass. If I wouldn't have been able to use my medication, I wouldn't have made it through the whole day. Once we got to about the 6 to 7 hour mark, I was really starting to feel it in my ankle, feel it in my knee. I was using the push mower for a majority of the day, so I could knock down the grass and the guy could come behind me on the riding mower, which I should have done. But at the same time, you don't want to break somebody's expensive riding mower and have to pay for it out of your paycheck. So I used the push mower, and I can't tell you how many miles I walked, but like I said, by hour 6, 7, if I wouldn't have went and taken a hit or two every once in a while to continue to make it through the day, I wouldn't have made it through the day. The same thing goes for any other day. The days that I'm working here in the garden and around the house, the days that I'm doing jobs with my family, the days that I'm doing jobs when I go out and actually find some different work and stuff like that, depending on what I'm doing. Sometimes I can't make it through the pain, and I need to smoke a little bit of marijuana to get me through that. And it's not that I'm trying to make myself stupid or anything like that. I'm trying to actually use the THC to relax the muscles in my body, the CBDs and stuff like that. Like I said, the industry today, we actually do a lot of things to test the marijuana. And if you went to a little old lady that has glaucoma and is using medical marijuana for that reason, she's probably going to use a lot less potent of a marijuana than somebody like me who, say, I made it through the whole 8-hour day of work without using any marijuana, and now I'm just, my back is killing me, my leg is killing me, you know, everything like that, my arm. I'm laying down and I take that couple of puffs of marijuana, I'm going to need something that's a lot stronger potency than that little old lady. So today in the industry, we actually do test potencies. We have things called a chromiograph machine. These things cost like $5,000 or more. And shops are purchasing these so they can test the CBDs, the THCs and stuff like that, to test the potencies, and so that they can share with the patients, hey, this is what is going on with this marijuana. If you're not used to a high potency marijuana, please don't use this. If you're used to a low potency marijuana, this is what you want. If you need something high potency, here you go. We're also using this to test our hashes, our oils, the different tinctures that are being made and stuff like that. Hashes and oils are being made in the tinctures so that people can actually process and take the marijuana in ways other than smoking it and having to take carcinogens into their body. With the tinctures and oils, you can actually cook with them. You can just take the tinctures and oils right away. Like I was saying earlier, I think, you know, I got distracted for a minute and had to clip through the video here, but I think I mentioned the girl and stuff like that. These are things that we're, you know, really getting into the processes with. We're really trying to increase the value of the medical marijuana industry, and things like what you said actually takes away from our value, and it makes me feel like you're taking away from my value as one of your followers, one of the people who watches you. And again, that's why I wanted to respond to you first instead of just saying, hey, you know what, screw this guy, I'm going to go and click unsubscribe and this and that. I'd rather respond and actually make you think a little bit and ask you to go do some research on the medical marijuana industry. So please don't make me lose any respect for you, man. I actually really appreciate the videos you make. I love what you do. I got a little distracted there. That's why the video got clipped, and now I'm kind of lost on where I wanted to finish this. But what I guess I wanted to get to at the point is, please, Woody, do a little bit of research before you come down on things, because the truth is if you did a little bit of snooping, I bet somebody in your family or some of your friends might smoke medical marijuana. And because if you have these thoughts like that and you make that known, they might be hiding it from you. If they think, oh, he just thinks everybody that smokes weed is a stupid stoner, you might lose, you know, people that will unsubscribe from you. You might lose family members and stuff like that. You know, this has actually been a battle I've had to take with my father-in-law, because the medical marijuana thing. He just thought at first it was all about stupid stoners, and then he actually met some older people in his community that used medical marijuana for debilitating chronic pain. Chronic, ha ha ha. And started looking at us with a whole different light. Started looking at us going, oh my gosh, you guys are actually doing something different with this. It's not just sitting there getting stoned. So please, Woody, don't let me lose any respect for you, man. I really, really like your videos. I love what you do with them. You're a smart guy. You do a lot of awesome stuff out there. I would really like to see what you do with some woodworking stuff like you're talking about in the video. You do tend to have a lot of smart things to say, and when it comes down to a lot of the YouTube stuff, you have a lot of really, interesting things and facts and stuff to say about that too. I'm not trying to disrespect you in any way. I really, really feel that you have helped me to grow as a Call of Duty player and as a YouTuber myself. I mean, I stopped doing YouTube for the past year, but I was doing it for a little bit. And, I had a lot of respect for you. You're one of the reasons I started doing it, along with some of the other guys. So anyway, keep making those awesome videos, man. Have a good day, Woody, and talk to you later.